So the scanning, as you can see, it builds up. Yeah. And so it maps. And so if right now it doesn't know what the underside of the table looks like, but as I go under, it'll then fill in the underside of the table. So that means when I back up, it knows that there's a flat surface under the table. And so you can see here, as we walk around, if you follow me, then it starts to fill in the back of the chair. So you see how it fills in at the back and then fills in around it. So right now it knows only two sides of the chair.
You could basically...
So then, yeah. So the more you go around, the more it fills in. And so now it's got a three-dimensional representation of the chair, except the underside.
It always have to have a reference. If you move it like really fast, so it like blurs, does it know where it is? Or
yes, yeah, so it saves
okay.
it. So this has a 4 megabyte memory. So this one, the memory is reasonably small in this one. And obviously you have to do the scan first, but the next generation one, the next generation chip will handle real-time scanning. So that means that you won't need to do the pre-scan. As you go around, it will fill it in. So it won't know what's on the other side of the chair, but as you come around, it will do. And then you could do a combination of both. So you could have a like an offline pre-scanned area, and then you could have live scanning. So if you move the chair, it can fill it back in. Because obviously right now, if we move the chair, you can see we put the tape markers, because that means, you know, if we got a pre-scanned area, we move the chair,
you have to know where it is.
And then it can get very confused. Whereas when you have the live scanning on top of it, what you'll be able to do is, you know, move the chair out of the way, update the model that's in the phone, and then it can keep going. So the next generation hardware is going to be much more suitable for actual real-life applications. This is a very good demo.
Can you like select different parts of the 3D scanned area and save it as an object, 3D object, if you want?
Yes, you can. This isn't really designed to do fine, detailed 3D scanning, though. This is a much sort of coarser one. It's, you know, up to 4 meters. But yeah, the model itself you can save.
And maybe like exclude everything around it, so it's. If you
so here it's exporting the scene. So that's the entire scene that it exports, and then. Oh, there we go. So then it starts to fill it back in again.
This is a demo with how the object is kind of how would you say it? How the object is kind of working together with this kind of scan.
Yeah. So you can see here, like the robot is hiding just behind the chair there because it knows where the chair is. But if you move it out of the view, then it kind of loses it, and then you can see. Oh, I think we just lost battery.
It's okay.
Yeah, we just lost battery. So yeah, then essentially because this doesn't do what that one does, where it just shows you the video and then tries to superimpose. This actually wraps the video around the 3D objects, which takes a lot more processing power. But it just means that anything that you do then in the virtual side knows where the real world is. And so, you know, like if you spilled a drink, it would actually dribble off the side of the table. It would look very cool versus it just not knowing where to go. So this is definitely where the that's what this demo is. It shows the potential of the hardware, but the hardware won't be out for another 6 to 16 months. It depends on which manufacturer gets it in first. But this is something that they're all desperately working on because. So this one is Apple's version. The company that built this was independent, but Apple bought them out along with all their engineers and said, right, put it on the phone. Obviously Google has one as well, the Project Tango. I'm not sure what Samsung's working on because they've obviously got these headsets, but they're just regular augmented reality headsets. They're not the mixed reality headsets. But
I also heard the term mixed reality being used like an umbrella term for virtual reality and augmented reality. So I get a bit confused.
It's because they're all fairly interchangeable at the moment because it's so new. You know, everyone knew what virtual reality was. That was just, you know, a scene that you built up. Then you had augmented reality, which meant you see the real world and something's overlaid. But the trouble there is it could be like, you know, a speedo in your car or information that you see on a board. That's where mixed reality comes in, where the actual virtual reality knows where the real reality is and then can do things with it. So people still mix and match them. So it's it doesn't really matter which one you say. You have to describe what it's doing. And, yeah,
I've just heard this like mixed reality, like a term for all of those different types of reality.
not strictly necessary, but it's not hugely wrong either. It's say it's because it's quite early days. You know, people are coming up with lots of different terms, and yeah, it's going to see what sticks. I'd say augmented reality would cover this as well, but the mix just means it knows it. Yeah, precisely. Yeah.